Very good morning, everyone. How are you all? Hope everyone is safe and fine. Is it audible to everyone? Now, so myself, CA Chiranjeev Jain, and I welcome you all in Top Yug Education for CA Foundation course. Correct? So I'll be teaching you the subject which is named as Principle and Practice of Accounting. Principle and Practice of Accounting. Correct? Now, before starting the subject, there are two introduction required. One is the introduction of the subject and one is the introduction of faculty. Means I will introduce myself to you all. Correct? Someday you need to also introduce yourself to me. Correct? We'll have an interactive session where it will be two-way communication. So I think everyone ready. Correct? Okay. Now, first I will introduce the subject, then I will introduce myself. Correct. Now the subject name is Principle and Practice of Accounting. Principle and Practice of Accounting. Correct. Means in this subject I will give you the entire basic foundation of the accounting. Now one question arises, sir, already we have completed our accounting in our school days, means class 11, class 12. Those who have opted for commerce stream, they have already done this subject. They are correct. Now first let me ask you one question. How many of you are from science stream? Anyone who is from science stream? So if you want to answer, you can see that in the YouTube channel, because this is a live session we are doing. Correct. So in the YouTube channel, there is a live chat. You can write down all the comments there, whatever I am asking. Correct. So how many of you are from science stream? You can write down, yes sir, I am from science stream. Correct. So if you are from science stream, nothing to worry. Nothing to worry, because I will be teaching you from the base. I will be teaching you from the base. Means even though you have completed, means the commerce student who have completed accounts in class 11 or 12, I will be assuming that you don't know anything about accounts. You don't know anything about accounts. Means for the first 4 or 5 days, I will be giving you the base of accounting. I'll be giving you the base of accounting. What actually I found that, when everyone listen, when I go to CA Inter level and teach CA Inter student accounting, then I found that they do not know the basic knowledge of accounting, which need to be done in CA Foundation. I don't know what happened, but in CA Inter I found that there are some students who do not know the actual basic accounting. Correct. So my objective is that even though you have done in class 11, 12 the accounting part, but will be doing the correct accounting. You will find that something whatever you have done there may be what has been done only from the examination point of view. Only from examination point of view, but the background of that has not been given to you. So I'll be teaching you this accounting subject with all the background. Correct? Correct. So what about this subject? Now, you know that the subject, the name is Principle and Practice of Accounting, and it will cover how many marks? 100 marks. How many marks? 100 marks. Correct? Now, first you write down what are the content of this subject. क्या क्या हमें पढ़ना है? What we need to study in this subject. Correct? So write down. I'll give you the content. I think you are ready with what? Your notebook, pen, calculator, because this is account subject, will be also requiring what? Calculator. Okay, sir? Chalo. So what is the content? Write down. First, point number 1. Write down. Theoretical framework. Theoretical framework. This will give you about the theory of accounting. In this we'll learn about the theory of accounting, about the framework of accounting. What actually framework means? Guidelines of the accounting, correct? This will have a weightage of 5 to 10% of marks. Means out of 100, it will have 5 to 10% of marks, correct? Understood? From this, of course, theoretical question may be asked in exam. This is totally theoretical chapter. Okay? Then second, point number 2, write down. Point number 2, accounting process. Accounting process. I think everyone know accounting process. You have done journal, ledger, etc. Those who are from commerce background. So in this chapter, we'll learn that journal, ledger, trial balance, etc. Correct? Then in this only, we have one more chapter, bank reconciliation statement. Bank reconciliation statement. Then inventories. Then inventories. Then depreciation accounting. Depreciation accounting. So this is second part of the chapter, second part of the syllabus. This total will carry 25 to 30% marks. Means from this 4 chapter, the weightage is 25 to 30% marks. Correct? So this is very important from examination point of view. Then point number 3, there is accounting for special transaction. Special transactions. Now there are some special transactions which we need to understand from accounting point of view. For example, bills of exchange. Bills of exchange. Correct? Then consignment. Consignment. Then sales on approval. Sales on approval basis. Correct? Then average due date. Average due date. And then account current. Account current. So there are 5 topics in this. 5 topics, and this will carry 15 to 20 marks. Means we don't know from which chapter they will ask question. Means of course the total summation of this topic will be 15-20 marks. Correct? Then write down point number 4. Write down point number 4. Preparation of final account. Final account of sole proprietor. Sole proprietor. I think you know that business can be done in 3 forms. One is sole proprietor, one is partnership, and one is company. Correct? Are you agreeing? So final account for sole proprietor will be covered here. Correct? Then in this also we'll have a chapter partnership. Partnership. So partnership will be also covered with final account of partnership, as well as there are other topic, admission, retirement, that I think if you have done in class 11 12 you have already covered admission, retirement, that of partnership, that will be also covered, correct? Then it will also cover final account of non profit organization. Non-profit organization means this part 4 cover about financial statement, how to prepare balance sheet, trading account, PL account for partnership, for sole proprietorship, for non-profit organization. What is missing in this? Company. So final account of company will not be covered under foundation level, that will do in the under what? C inter level, correct? Understood? This will carry 30 to 40% of marks, correct? Then point number 5, the last part is company account. Company account means for company account the basic accounting of company will be covered. Basic accounting, which will not discuss about the final accounts of companies in this chapter, because already I have said final account of company will be covered under C inter level, correct? Understood? This will carry 10 to 15 percentage, correct? 10 to 15 percentage. So I think you have understood what is the content of the syllabus, correct? Content of the syllabus, understood, correct? So the coverage is 100 marks. What is our target? Our target, because whenever, just try to understand, whenever we start a process, always we need to fix one target. If you do not fix your target, you will not be able to accomplish that target. तो target हमेशा होना चाहिए. तो what will be our target? Target कितना होना चाहिए? Our target is what? Equal to or more than 90 marks. Correct? So everyone who are present in my class, the target should be what? Equal to or more than 90 marks. This is the target. Correct? Will not prepare our syllabus for scoring less than this marks. Correct? Target yahi hai. So target is 90 marks and it's very easy. Very easy. Only you need to understand what is the requirement of ICI. What is the requirement of ICI? For that I am available with you. Don't worry. There is nothing to worry. Correct? Understood? So target will be 90 marks. Yes sir. Now, how to get this 90 marks sir? आपने तो बोल दिया sir the target is 90 marks. Correct? Now for getting 90 marks, some commitment is required from your side. Some commitment is required from your side, correct? So what is the commitment? Can I say first commitment is that you should be regular in your studies. Regular, consistent. You should be very much consistent with your studies. If you are not consistent, then of course the target will not be achievable, correct? So if your target is 90 marks, you should be regular, consistent in your studies, correct? Then the second commitment which I require from your side is to revise on daily basis. Revise on daily basis means you are consistent in your studies, but revision is also required. Revision is also required. What happens normally, suppose this is what I am taking you accounting, and suppose this accounting require 180 hours. So when I have completed 50% of syllabus, correct? So of course whatever we have done, that need to be revised. If you are not doing a revision, properly, so it might happen you are losing the track, correct? Understood? Then the third point, which is most important, which normally students do not follow, what is that? You should raise doubts, whatever coming in your mind. So you can see I have given you 3R principle. First is regular, then revise, then raise your doubt. Means whatever doubt you are facing, whatever doubt is coming in your mind, that you need to ask from me. So how to ask doubt sir? This is the virtual mode. कैसे doubt पूछ सकते? Don't worry, we'll give you a platform where you can ask your all the queries. Don't worry, correct? Now there are three ways you can ask your doubt. There are three ways you can ask your doubt. First, during the class, whatever doubt is coming in your mind, you can write down in the live chat. करेक्ट? तो यू कैन राइट डाउन, अभी जब तक लाइव क्लासेस है तब तक तो आप लाइव चैट में लिख सकते हो. यू कैन राइट डाउन इन द लाइव चैट. यस सर. तो first during these 5 live classes you can write down all your doubts in the chat box, correct? But once the we come to the actual process, then we'll give you two mode of asking doubt. One is we'll give you one telegram group. We'll give you one telegram group. Don't worry, in that I will be available for 24 hours. Don't worry, correct? So you can ask your doubt in that, correct? And if suppose we are not able to explain the doubt by writing a message, then we'll give you specified time. In that time you can ask by calling us, correct? So you can call also in a specified time. Information about this telegram group and the number will be provided as soon as possible. Don't worry about that, correct? Understood? So these are the 3R: regular, revise, raise doubt. Someone has asked that, sir, why the target is not 100%? Of course, this is my target. You can set your own target. आप अपना टारगेट खुद सेट कीजिए. इफ यू आर सेटिंग 100 मार्क्स, यू आर वेलकम, यू आर वेरी मच वेलकम. तो इफ यू वांट टू सेट अ पर्टिकुलर number, you can set, sir, the target is 100 marks, correct? Are you able to understand? It is 100% achievable, correct? So Dimple has asked, sir, why the target is not 100 marks? So I will say, Dimple, you write down your target is 100 marks only. I have given a general approach for all the students, correct? So when I am saying more than 90 marks, it will include 100 marks. It will include 100 marks, correct, Dimple? Yes, sir. So I think you have understood. There are 3 principles. First, you need to be consistent. Second, revise on daily basis, and raise doubt. For revision, normally I'll give you some pattern of revision, but not now. With the course of the classes, I will give you how to revise also, correct? However, consistent revision will be done by the faculty only. It means for the faculty of each subject, correct? Now what is commitment from my side? आपका commitment तो मैंने आपको बता दिया. There are three commitment which you need to follow, that is regular, revision, and what? Raised out. What is commitment from my side? My commitment to you all that after the class is over, you will become expert in basic principle of accounting. I'm not saying accounting, because you'll become expert in accounting only when you complete chartered accountancy. But you will become expert when you study from me. One commitment from my side, you'll become expert in basic principle of accounting, correct? So what is commitment from my side? I will make you expert in basic principles of accounting, correct? Now, someone has asked me, sir, how much time we should complete the syllabus? Don't worry, the first day you should not think about the completion. अभी तो आपने start किया, you don't know what are the content of the syllabus. Timing you leave on us, correct? Preparation you think how to prepare, correct? So everything will be given. What is required, just listen whatever I am saying, correct? Understood? Yes, sir. Now this was the introduction about the subject. Correct? Now the timetable will be given to you. Don't worry, correct? I think today only the timetable will be forwarded to you at which time which subject will be taken. As per my introduction is concerned, my name already I have said, Chiranjeev Jain. I am chartered accountant. I am teaching from last 12 years. Last 12 years, not only CA Foundation, I am teaching. I am basically a teacher of CA Final Accounts and CA Inter Accounts. Correct? Are you getting? Have you understood? Yes, sir. Correct. Now, let us start. Now, let us start the subject. So, first, for initial classes, you don't require any study material. You don't require any study material. Once I will come to the chapters, I will provide you the content from where I am teaching you. Correct? Understood? So for initial period, till I complete the basic concept, don't ask any study material. Correct? So we'll start with what? Accounting. Accounting. Now what actually accounting mean? Anyone can respond? Bolo. What is accounting? What actually accounting mean? You can respond? Correct. So accounting means what? Very simple. Accounting is whatever I am writing that you write down. Accounting is the language of business. Accounting is language of business. Correct? Understood? Sir, what is this? Yet we are not able to understand what you have written. One thing is clear that accounting is required for business. Correct? Understood? And it is a language of business. Why we require language? Language for language required for communicating for communicating the information for communicating the information. Correct? This point you understood? So accounting is nothing but a language of business. For example, right now I am teaching you which subject? Accounting subject. Correct? Understood? So we require a language for the communication. My mother tongue is Hindi. Your mother tongue may be what? Telugu or Bengali, etc. Correct? Are you able to understand? So suppose you don't you in Hindi, will you able to understand? No. Therefore, we have given a common language so that whatever information we are providing to you, that you can easily understand, and that common medium of communication is English for our classes, so that I also know English, you also know English. मजा आ रहा है? Are you able to understand? Yes. Correct. Correct. Yes, sir. So accounting is the language of business. Language is required for communicating the information. Correct. Now, someone has said accounting can be defined as the process of doing account. Accounting can be defined as the process of doing account. So, what is account? That is another question. Correct? Understood? Accounting is the process of recording transaction. Then I will ask, what is the meaning of transaction? Let me. This all you know. I understand because already you have done. But let me. You need to give me time and just try to understand what I am saying, because I'll be teaching you from the base. I'm not teaching you from any books, etc. Correct? So accounting is the language of business. Language is required for communicating the information. Sir, what is this? Just try to understand. Everyone. Suppose there is one person, Ram. Ram. Correct? Now, Ram started a business. Ram started a business. Correct? And suppose the name of the business is Ram and Company. Ram and Company. Correct? So Ram is a person, correct, who started the business. So Ram is known as the owner of the business. Correct? Understood? Correct. Now, while carrying on business, he need to interact with many other person. Correct? For example, then Ram for the business need to purchase goods from whom? From suppliers. From suppliers. Correct? Ram require loan. Ram require loan for business. I'm using the word business. So Ram require loan for business. From whom? Bank. From bank. Correct? Understood? Ram, Ram, what? Ram sell the goods on behalf of business to what? Customer. The customer may be what? The other person. Correct? Understood? Similarly, there may be other persons. Correct? For example, government. Whenever we carry on business activity, so we earn profit. On profit, government charge some tax. So Ram need to pay tax to government for carrying on business activities. So they may need to interact with what government. Correct? Are you getting? Understood? It means, can I say, just try to understand. Ram need to communicate. Ram need to communicate with outsider. Correct? Means some information of business need to be provided to external parties, outsiders. Correct now? Outsider means any other person apart from Ram. Apart from Ram. Correct? They can be supplier, bank, customer, government, employee, etc. 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 Correct? So Ram need to provide what? Information to external party, means Ram need to communicate on behalf of business. On behalf of business. Correct? So can I say, for this a language is required. For this a language is required. Are you getting what I am saying? So what will be that language that we need to understand? Correct? Now just try to understand, if there is no defined language, if there is no defined language for this business, so Ram may provide some information in some other language which may not be understood by the external party. Therefore, common language was required, and that common language which was developed is known as accounting. Is known as accounting. Have you understood this point? Correct. So that common language which is understandable by all the parties which revolve around that business is known as accounting. Is known as accounting. Correct? Agreeing? So we need to understand that language. Means I will be teaching you one language, that is accounting. Correct? I think in your bachpan you have also learned Hindi language or English language or any other language also. Correct. Now to understand the language, can I say grammar is required? Grammar means we need to become expert in the grammar, in the grammar of this language. Correct? Means I am here to explain you the grammar of this what? Accounting. Correct? Once you understand the grammar, then this accounting is very easy. This accounting is very easy. Normally what happen? Normally what I have seen, कि student understand the language, student try to understand language without understanding the proper grammar. Correct? So we need to first become expert in that grammar, and I am here to make you expert in that. To make you expert in that. Correct? Understood? Have you understood this point? Yes, sir. Now, point number 1 write down. This was point number 1. Then write down point number 2. Point number 2. Write down. accounting accounting is an art is an art of is an art of what? Recording. Please, whatever meaning you have done in your previous classes, please keep in your pocket. Correct? Whatever meaning you have done, please keep in your pocket. Correct? I know whatever you have done is correct, but right now you have given me a chance, me as a one opportunity to teach you. You need to learn as whatever I am teaching to you. Correct? Yes, sir. So accounting is an art of recording. Of recording. What? Recording of transactions. Transactions and events and events of financial nature of financial nature to to communicate the business result business result to whom? To the users, to the users of financial statements. Correct? Understood? You might have done the similar meaning but in different form. This whatever meaning right now I have given, this is developed by me only. Just try to understand each and every point. Correct? Now if you see, what are the keywords यहाँ पर? क्या क्या keywords है? Just try to understand. Correct? The first keyword is what? A recording, then transactions and event, then financial nature, then communication, then business result, then users of financial statement. Till I explain you all this term, you will not understand what is the meaning of accounting. What is the meaning of accounting? Correct? So it means I need to explain you each term, then only you will understand what actually accounting means. Correct? Let us start with what? First, transaction. First transaction. मेरी बात को समझना. First transaction. Point number 3. What is the meaning of transaction? Correct? ट्रांजेक्शन का मतलब क्या होता है? नाउ transaction means any act any act performed is a transaction. Correct? Are you agreeing? So any business, any agreement, any performance of any act is a transaction. Right now I am teaching you, this is also one transaction. You are learning from me, that is also one transaction. Correct? I am recording the classes, that is also one transaction. Correct? Are you getting what I am saying? So transaction means performance of any act or any business or any agreement correct? So write down, transaction means performance of any act performance of any act or business or any agreement correct? So transaction means performance of any act, any business or any agreement. Correct? Bolo. Means whatever act done by any person will be transaction. So what is the meaning of event? Event का मतलब क्या है? Write down. Event means Event means the consequences, the con the consequences of a single transaction, a single transaction or group of transaction, group of transactions, single transaction or group of transaction at a particular point of time, at a particular point of time, at a particular point of time will be known as what? Event. The event means what? Consequences of a single transaction or group of transaction at a particular point of time. Right now I have given you one example. Right now I have given you one example that I am teaching, that is also one transaction. You are learning, that is also one transaction, correct? So can I say these are group of transaction right now, and what is the consequences of this transaction? That of course you will score 90 plus marks in your exam. So when you will score 90 plus marks in your exam, that become event, at a particular point of time. Means event will be originated only at a particular point of time, correct? Are you agreeing? Means transaction will be undergone during a time period, and the consequences of the transaction will be known as event. Understood? Correct? Yes sir. Yes sir. Okay, chalo. Now please don't do this type of discussion in this live chat, hi etc. Correct? I know all are present yahan par. Yes sir. Now are you able to understand? Please respond. I'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute मैं आपको देता हूं. Please respond. Are you understanding or not? Just write down yes sir, no sir. So that because this is the first class, you might be doing this type of classes for the first time, correct? In this mode. So I need to understand whether you are understanding each and every point or not. So please respond. Are you understanding? Just comment yes sir or no sir. Geeta, you said you have not understood. Please write down what you have not understood. 1 second, I will explain. Don't worry. Correct? Now, till now, I have not explained fully. What I am asking you, are you able to absorb this way of teaching? This way of teaching, abhi full explanation has not been done. Correct now? It will be completed. It will be completed soon. I'm just asking you, are you able to understand the learning in this mode? In this mode means virtual mode. Understood what I am asking? Yes. Geeta, now you are saying you have understood. अभी आते हैं गीता. इवेंट में तो मैंने कुछ बताया नहीं है. I am coming. 1 second. Accounting means what? 1 second, I will come. Accounting is a language of business. Correct? Then second point I have said, accounting is an art of recording of transaction and event of financial nature to communicate the business result to the user of financial statement. But I said to understand this meaning, we need to first understand the meaning of transaction. Transaction means what? Any performance of any act, any business or any agreement is a transaction. Means whatever we do, that is a transaction. Whatever we do, it is a transaction. Suppose I started dancing yahan par, that is also one transaction, correct? I'm scolding you, that is also one transaction. But after scolding, you cry. That is the consequences of that transaction. Correct? Are you able to understand? So the consequences of a single transaction or group of transaction, at a particular point of time, will be known as event. Understood? Correct. So what I said, I've given a very simple example. Right now I'm not giving the example from accounting point of view, I'm giving example from our life point of view. जो हम करते हैं उसका example दे रहा हूँ कि I am teaching you, that is one transaction. You are learning from me, that is one transaction. Correct. Now after teaching learning you will do some self study also, that is also one transaction. But after your preparation you will give exam, and after exam the result will come out. That result, whatever marks you scored, that is what event, that is event. Understood? The marks whatever you have scored is the consequences of what this classes. Understood now? Correct. But one thing is clear, that all transaction, all events are not recorded. Why? Because they have said transaction and event of only financial nature. Means accounting is an art of recording transaction event of financial nature. Means all transactions, all events are not recorded. Only those transactions, those events which are of financial nature are recorded. Means now we need to understand, sir, what is the meaning of financial transaction and event. Financial transaction and event. So write down point number 5. Point number 5. Financial transactions. Financial transaction means one thing is clear, that all transactions are not recorded. All transactions are not recorded from accounting point of view, and we are doing accounting for business. So which transaction need to be recorded? Only financial transaction will be recorded. Yeah, देखेंगे. Any transaction, please, one more information I am giving. I am teaching you from the base. You might be thinking, yes sir, क्या पढ़ा रहे हैं आज? Correct ना? What I am teaching, because you might be started from journal ledger, वो आपको सब पता है. But I am assuming that you don't know anything. You don't know anything means you don't know journal, you don't know ledger. I am teaching from the base. I am teaching from the base ki what actually accounting means. Then I will come to the books of account. Understood? Correct. Yes. So any transaction which satisfy following conditions are known as financial transactions. Correct. What are the two conditions? Point number A, which changes the financial position, that is position of assets and liabilities. Of what? Of business. So which changes the financial position, that is the position of assets and liability. Correct. Understood? Correct. Now what is the meaning of asset, what is the meaning of liability? You might be knowing, but of course I will also define from my point of view. Don't worry. I think everyone know the general meaning of assets and liability. So which changes the financial position, that is the position of assets and liability of business. Correct. And point number B. Correct. Which can be expressed in terms of money. in terms of money, means it must have some value in terms of money. Value in terms of money. If these two conditions is satisfied, then it is known as financial transaction. Financial transaction. Let us take example. Means initially I started with this example ki Ram, and this is what? A business. Correct? Understood? Now let us understand some example whether it is satisfying both the condition or not. Now Ram has given some cash to his friend Ravan. Correct? Ram has given some cash to his friend Ravan. Correct? Now, it is a transaction, no doubt. It is a transaction, no doubt. Bola yes or no? Correct? But can I say this transaction does not affect the cash of business? This transaction does not affect the cash of business. Therefore, it is not a financial transaction, and therefore it will not be recorded in the what? In for business accounting. It will not be a form part of accounting of business. Correct? So it does not require any recording. So we need to record only transaction of financial nature. Have you understood? But if I say in this way, Ram has given some cash to business. बिजनेस का नाम क्या था? राम एंड कंपनी. राम एंड कंपनी. तो राम हैज गिवन सम कैश टू बिजनेस. तो कैन आई से इट विल अफेक्ट द कैश ऑफ बिजनेस. कैश इज एन एसेट, तो एसेट ऑफ बिजनेस विल बी इंक्रीज. देयरफॉर इट विल बी a transaction of financial nature. Therefore it will be recorded in the books of account for business, for the business. Have you understood this simple example? A simple example I have given. Right now I am not giving you the more technical example. Understood? The first point is that we changes the financial position, that is the position of assets and liability of business. Correct? Understood? Yes sir. Now, correct? And which can be expressed in terms of money. So of course if cash, so cash will be of rupees 1 lakh. So this what? Cash of rupees 1 lakh. So because this 1 lakh this cash can be expressed, this transaction can be expressed in terms of money. Therefore, second condition is also satisfied. Therefore, this is a transaction of financial nature. Correct? Understood? Yes, sir. Point number 5 you understood? Bolo. Any doubt? No doubt? Then add on. Point number 6. The consequences of financial transactions. It can be either one transaction or group of transaction. Correct? Therefore, I'm writing financial transaction at a particular point of time is known as financial events. Correct? Means the consequences of financial transaction will be financial event, and that need to be also recorded. Means now one thing is clear, that all transactions are not to be recorded. Correct? Understood? One second. Example not understood. Once again am I coming to this. Just try to understand. I started with what? One example. Ram started a business. Ram and company. But we are doing accounting for Ram और राम एंड कंपनी. मुझे बताओ, राम के लिए अकाउंटिंग कर रहे हैं कि राम एंड कंपनी के लिए अकाउंटिंग कर रहे हैं? तो वी डू अकाउंटिंग फॉर बिजनेस. करेक्ट? वी डू अकाउंटिंग फॉर बिजनेस. व्हाट आई स्टार्टेड विथ व्हाट? जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. इट इज a language for transferring the information of business. Correct? Understood? Accounting we do for business, not for the owner. के लिए अकाउंटिंग नहीं करते. Are you getting what I am saying? business. Business is what Ram and company. Business is what Ram and company. So I said Ram and Ram and company. I said Ram has given some cash to his friend Ravan. Whether it will affect the assets and liabilities of business, but whether the cash of business will increase, whether the cash of business will decrease because of this, no. So this does not affect the financial position of business. Therefore it will not be a financial transaction, and therefore it will not be recorded. It will not be recorded. Itna samjhe? Correct. Now when I am saying Ram has given cash to Ram and company, so Ram and company is the name of business. Ram and company is the name of business. Correct. So when Ram has given cash to Ram and company, so can you say cash of Ram and company means business has increases, means it changes the asset of that business. Therefore it will affect the financial position of business. Therefore first condition satisfied. Therefore it will be a financial transaction. Have you understood, Natasha? Have you understood this point? Bolo. Mayank, have you understood? Bolo. Respond fast. Have you understood right now what I am saying? I'll give you some more examples, but not right now. I mean, there are many other examples, but initially I have just given one simple example. Have you understood this point? Mang said yes. Natasha, आप समझे कि नहीं समझे बताइए. Yes sir. Correct. Correct. Now second condition is that it should be expressed in terms of money value. So when I am saying cash of rupees 1 lakh, so 1 lakh can be expressed in terms of money. Therefore second condition is also satisfied. Therefore it is a financial transaction. Understood? Yes sir. Correct. Yes sir. सबने समझा. And the consequences of financial transaction at a particular point of time is known as financial event. उसका जो consequence होगा उसको बोलेंगे हम financial event. Now just try to understand. There is one term at a particular point of time. At a particular point of time. अभी आप ज्यादा सोचो मत. Don't think what you have done in your previous classes, because my way of teaching is totally different. Don't compare with what you have done in your previous classes. Correct? Understood? Just listen whatever I am saying. Give me 2-3 days. You will become habituated with me and you will start liking me also. Correct? Understood? Yes sir. So at a particular point of time, for accounting, that particular point of time is always year end. Year end. Correct? Now year end. Just write down year end. We'll discuss about this in detail after some time. Correct? So year end will be what at particular point of time. So the consequences of all the transaction at a particular point of time is known as what? Financial event. For example, लेते हैं. Example. Suppose you purchase goods of rupees 1 lakh. Of rupees 1 lakh. Correct? Understood? Can I say this is a transaction? Purchase goods for business. Now whenever I say purchase goods, so even though business is silent, we'll assume it is a what? A business point of view. So purchase goods for business only of rupees 1 lakh. Of rupees 1 lakh. This is a transaction. Then sold goods at rupees 1,20,000. 1,20,000. This is also a transaction. Correct? So you purchase at rupees 1 lakh, you sold at 1,20,000. How much excess amount you have received on sale? 20,000. This 20,000, whatever extra you receive. So when you purchase, you need to pay. You have paid cash. When you have done sale, you receive cash. So how much extra you are? 20,000. इसको बोलते profit. The consequences of this will be event. This will be event. Means, can I say we need to record both transaction record करना पड़ेगा, and the transaction event should be of financial nature. Financial nature. What is the meaning of financial nature? Now you have understood. बोल yes or no? Yes sir. करेक्ट. आज मुझे लगता है मैं आई विल ओनली गिव द मीनिंग ऑफ अकाउंटिंग ओनली, बिकॉज अकाउंटिंग इज द सब्जेक्ट विच इज वेरी वाइड. अगर आपको अकाउंटिंग का मतलब नहीं समझ में आया, देन यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट एक्चुअली वी आर डूइंग इन अकाउंटिंग. करेक्ट. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड दिस पॉइंट? ये पॉइंट समझे? यस सर. सेकंड एग्जांपल, लेट मी टेक वन मोर एग्जांपल. करेक्ट. Understood? Now, suppose purchase goods, purchase goods of rupees 1 lakh. Correct? This is a transaction, and 80% of goods sold. 80% of goods sold. Correct? So 80,000 has been sold. Means you purchase 1 lakh, out of this 80% sold. How much unsold? Unsold is what? Unsold is 20,000. Correct. So this is also transaction, and unsold, whatever left is an event. The consequences of these two transactions is what? Now, is it okay now? Is it okay now? Everyone? Yes, sir. Correct. Now, what I am saying, first example, because it was stuck, 1 second I will explain. Correct. Now, is it okay everything? Respond fast. Is it okay? Now, are you getting all the videos? So, 1 second I will start from example 2. Example number 1, everyone understood. Purchase goods of rupees 1 lakh, sold goods at rupees 1 lakh 20,000. We generated a surplus amount of rupees 20,000. That is what event. उसको हम event बोलेंगे. तो ये profit will be our event. Profit will be our event. Correct? Understood? Yes, sir. Correct. Now, second example, example number 2. Example number 2, just try to understand. Purchase goods. Purchase goods. Now, whenever I am saying purchase good, this is for business only. Even though I am not writing. Even though I am not writing. Correct. So, purchase goods. Purchase goods of rupees 1 lakh. Of rupees 1 lakh. Correct. Transaction. 80% of such goods are sold. So, 1 lakh ka 80%, 80,000 sold. So, how much left? Can I say 20% remain unsold? 20% remain unsold. 20% remain unsold. उसे एक बोलेंगे हम event. So whatever left is known as event. So that is known as unsold stock. You normally say it closing stock. You remember closing stock? So closing stock is the event due to consequences of two transactions, purchase and sale. Purchase and sale. Correct? Understood this point? Second example, now you understood. Respond. Correct? I think now video is working. Correct? Example number 2 you understood. Example number 3. What is example number 3? Cash introduced by Ram in business. Cash introduced by Ram in business 1 lakh. That example we have taken. Cash introduced by Ram in business 1 lakh. This is a transaction. Now out of that 1 lakh, they business purchase furniture of rupees 20,000. How much they receive cash? 1 lakh. Business has received cash of rupees 1 lakh. When they purchase furniture, how much cash has been paid? 20,000. How much left? That is known as balance cash. So balance cash will be what event? Balance cash will be event. Balance cash will be event. Understood? So event is the consequences of these two transactions. They receive 1 lakh, then out of 1 lakh 20,000 they purchase furniture. How much cash left? That is an event. So event need to be also recorded. Transaction need to be also recorded. This is what we do in accounting. Any doubt? Batao. Up to this, any doubt? We'll take many examples. This is very initial stage. I'm not giving you complicated examples right now. अभी धीरे 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 आगे बढ़ेंगे. Correct? Any doubt? Have you understood this much? तो 1 second, let us come to the meaning of accounting. आज तो हम सिर्फ accounting का meaning ही करेंगे, ज्यादा कुछ नहीं करेंगे. Correct? Yes, sir. Now, accounting is an art of recording of transaction event of financial nature. This has been completed. This has been completed. Correct? Understood? Now, to communicate the business result. To communicate the business result. So, what is the meaning of business result? Correct? Now, write down. Point number 7. Business result. Can I say the objective of accounting is to communicate business result? The objective of accounting is to communicate business result. यही हो रहा है, to communicate. Why we are doing recording? Why we are recording? What we are recording? Transaction event of financial nature. What is the objective of accounting? To communicate the business result. So what is the meaning of business result? Business result means point number A. Financial position of business. Correct? Financial position of business. Correct? Now, financial position of business means what? The position of assets and liabilities. And liabilities of business. So now we need to understand what is the meaning of asset, what is the meaning of liability of business. Correct? Of course, you know the meaning of assets and liability. I'm not saying you don't know, but can I say I need to also explain from my point of view. You need to wait for the meaning of assets and liability, but you know, yes, assets and liability क्या होता है. So first is what? Financial position. Second is what? Financial performance of business. Financial performance of business. Financial performance means what? कि profit or loss. Profit or loss of doing that business. Correct? Now what is profit, what is loss समझाएंगे. Means what is the financial performance of that business, उसको बोलते हैं business result. This is the objective. Correct? तो कहने से communication of business result is the primary objective of accounting. Communication of business result is the primary objective of accounting. Means why we are doing accounting? To communicate a business result. To whom? To whom? Naya, to whom? To whom? Point number 8. To the users. Now, who are users? That we need to understand. Users of financial statement. This is one term. Financial statement. So who are the user of financial statement? That we need to understand. Correct? Objective of accounting objective is what? To communicate the business result to the user. So who are the user of financial statement? That we need to understand. There are two types of, I think you know. Internal users. Internal is what? Who manages the business. So who does will be internal user. Correct? The first examples of internal, correct? Can I say owner can be what? In case of sole proprietorship. In case of sole proprietorship, owner is known as proprietor. Owner is known as proprietor. Correct. In case of partnership, in case of partnership, owner is known as partners. Partners. In case of company, owners are known as what? Shareholders. Owners are known as shareholders. Natasha, what I need to repeat? Just write down what you have not understood. Correct? Then only I can repeat that point. Correct? Bolo. So company, it is known as shareholders. Correct? Repeat, sir. What I need to repeat once again, write down. I don't know where you have missed it. Please. I mean, right now you need to understand this way of mode up. So you need to write down full. Sir, this point repeat. Then only I can repeat that point. Otherwise, how can I understand which point you want me to repeat? I'm waiting. आपके लिए 1 मिनट रुकता हूं. बताओ कौन सा पॉइंट को रिपीट करना है वापस से. 8 पॉइंट. अच्छा 8 पॉइंट. ओके. वन सेकेंड. तो आई एम कमिंग बैक टू द 7 पॉइंट. 7 पॉइंट you understood. What is the primary objective of accounting? Primary objective of accounting is to communicate the business result to the user of financial statement. To the user of financial statement. So now we need to understand who are the user of financial statement. User of financial statement means for whom we are doing accounting. For whom we are doing the accounting. So of course that business result need to be used by whom. उसको कौन यूज करेगा उसके बारे में हम देख रहे हैं. करेक्ट ना? आर यू गेटिंग व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? राइट नाउ I am conducting the class for you, so you become the user of this class. You become the user of this class. Correct? If you are not available, तो I will never conduct the class. इस क्लास को अभी मैं बंद कर दूंगा. बोलो या सुनो. Have you understood what I am saying? Yes, sir. So what I was saying, there are two type of users. There are two type of users. One is known as internal user. Internal user means what? Who manages the business. जो business को manage करता है. Who is running the business? Who is running the business? So first examples of internal user is owner. So owner can be what? Of three types. Means business can be carried on in three forms. Either in the form of sole proprietorship. Now when I'm saying sole proprietorship, it means the business have only one owner. Correct? Second is what? Business can be run in the form of partnership. Partnership में two or more than 2% together to carry on one business. Correct? For example, let us start one business. मैं बोला कि carry on one business, that is known as partnership. So that owner is known as partner. And the third form is known as company. इसको carried on in the name of company. Now it is okay, everyone. The first day we are facing some problem. We'll do all the whatever difficulties we are facing. We'll remove it. Don't worry. Correct. Now it is okay, everyone. Yes, sir. Correct. Yes, sir. So once again, what I am saying, internal users can be the owner. Point number 8 में you don't worry. Internal users means what? Who manages the business. The first examples of internal user will be owner. Owner means what? The owner, the person who started the business. The person who started the business. So there can be three form of business. One is known as sole proprietorship, one is known as partnership, one is known as company. Correct? Understood? This sole proprietorship, partnership and company you will understand in the later part. But in case of sole proprietorship, owner is known as proprietor. In case of partnership firm, owner is known as partner. In case of company, the owner is known as shareholders. Understood this much? Have you understood this much? Bolo. Up to this any doubt? Up to this any doubt? Respond. No doubt? Yes, sir. Chalo. Now, second point number B is what? Manager. Manager. Or directors. Or directors. Now, managers and directors are the employee of the company only. Means they are employee of the business. They are employee, but they are what? They are the person who manages the business on behalf of what? Owner. For example, just try to understand. I started with the example. Ram started Ramen company. So Ram is the owner. Ram started Ramen company. So Ram is the owner. Correct? Understood? But suppose Ram is not efficient in running the business. Ram is not efficient in running the business. Therefore, he appointed some other person who may be efficient in running the business, that is known as manager or directors means managers and directors are the employee of the business but are at top level category, means at highest position. Correct? Understood? Now managers normally we use in case of sole proprietorship and in case of partnership. Correct? The manager term we use for sole proprietorship and partnership, and directors we use in case of company. In case of companies. Correct? Understood? This you understood? Yes, sir. Internal user you understood. Now come to the external users. Point number 2, external. External users. Correct? So external user means apart from internal user means, can I say, other than any person other than internal users. Other than internal users. Geeta, I am coming to 7th point. Let me complete the first 8 point. Correct? External users other than internal users means any person who are not internal user will be external users. For example, government. For example, suppliers. Suppliers of goods. For example, customer. Customer of goods. Correct? For example, banks. Employee. But which employee? Which employee other than managers? Other than managers or directors correct? Understood? Any other person who are not internal users will be external users. Understood? Correct? Yes, Namit, there are only two examples. I will not say type, there are only two examples of internal users, that is owner and manager. There is no other. Apart from internal user, whatever person left, they all will become external user. All will become external user. This much you understood? Correct? I think you have written also. Bolo. Any doubt? So 7 point. What was the 7 point? 1 second. Key. What was 7 point? We are doing accounting to communicate business result. So I said business result means what? Either financial position or financial performance. Financial position means what? Position of assets and liability. Financial performance means what? Profit or loss, which is made by what? That business. Correct? Understood? These terms एक बार छोड़ दो. If you are not able to understand, we'll discuss everything. Means the result need to be communicated to whom? To the user. Users कौन हुआ? आप समझ गए. Understood? Yes sir. Correct? Now one second, let us come to the meaning of accounting. एक बार meaning of accounting फिर आते हैं. Accounting is an art of recording. Till now we have not done the meaning of recording नहीं पढ़ाया. Of transaction and event of financial nature. This you understood? This you understood? To communicate. This is the primary objective. This you understood? The business result you understood. User you understood. Now financial statement. But before that, let us understand recording. कि now recording का मतलब क्या हुआ? What is the meaning of recording? Correct? Now point number 9. Recording. Can I say recording means we record transaction and events are to be recorded in books of accounts of business. Books of account of business means when you are recording all the transactions, when you record in the books of account. Correct now? Of course, can you say when you are recording these classes, आप इस क्लास को रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हो, तो you are writing in your notebook so that in future you can refer it and you can understand whatever I have done in class. Correct? So whatever transaction events are done, that is recorded somewhere. That place where record is known as books of account. Correct? Now there are two books of account. One is known as journal. One is known as ledger. Correct? So there are we are having some difficulty, but we are not able. What is the wrong? यहाँ